Hello guys, I am here to make a continuation of the last video since there was a big response to it, as well as a whole video from Cyantist, which is one of the big people in the Clock Life community. I hope you guys will enjoy this video, and without further ado, let's start. So a thing that almost every comment in the last video said was that the Shards Life people don't scream at people for recreating their plugins and how I lied about that. They also mentioned a situation where a person who did not pay for the plugin was redistributing it, but after a while the situation was solved. I, however, was not talking about that situation. I have heard and still hear from people whose identities I will not disclose that there's been multiple situations where the Shards Life people have gotten mad or screamed at another person for recreating their plugin. But, because I'm hearing two different stories from two different sides, I will just drop it all together since I can't know which side is true. Another thing I said was... Now another quick thing about the Shards Life plugin is that they are threatening to ban people if they share the Shards Life plugin. Now the Vehicles Plus plugin team also does this, but as previously mentioned, more work and effort has been put into that plugin, and it's also cheaper, so they deserve to be that harsh about it. I believe that I said this in a very weird and unclear way. What I meant is that I believe the Vehicles Plus team putting it as a rule to not redistribute their plugin is more justifiable, since they have a plugin with more work put into it, and it's cheaper. That gives me a nice segue into the next part of the video though. So what the Cyantist said in his video was that the situations that the Vehicles Plus plugin is in and that the Shards Life plugin is in are completely different to each other, since the Vehicles Plus plugin is much bigger. Except that isn't really true. I have come in contact with the Vehicles Plus developers, and I have found out that the creators are two developers, who are students that made a plugin in their free time by the way, and not a massive team like Cyantist made it sound like. He also says that their community is bigger, which is also not true. Their community is actually smaller than the Clock Life community, and they only have about half the amount of people of Clock Life in their server. He also mentions how the Vehicles plugin has more sales, which in all honesty means nothing, since at one point they also had less downloads. But their plugin was even cheaper back then. Vehicles Plus and the Shards Life plugin are pretty alike and can definitely be compared. So I have heard a lot about the server cost of the server and how the ridiculous price isn't just to pay the developer. I think that argument is pretty worthless though. No one has an obligation to support your Minecraft server. It isn't a job. It is a thing that is hosted for fun, and therefore the incredibly overpriced plugin's price is not justified just because of the server costs. They could also probably find another solution to their massive server costs. They say that it costs $35 to host year-round, which is pretty bizarre. First off, if the price is such a problem, then don't host it year-round. But if you don't take breaks between seasons, that might be understandable. Second, you can also buy a server with 10 GB for $30 a month, which is a bit less than their given cost. If you say that that is too little, then you're just wrong, since Hermitcraft has around 10 GB. That means spending 10 GB on such a server would be overkill. I would suggest looking into why you're spending so much money on a server before making unreasonable prices for your plugins. So Cyantist and others claim that they do not get mad at people for recreating their plugin, but there is a massive asterisk to that. You are technically allowed by them to recreate their plugin, but they want you to not distribute it to people, wait until they see it fit that you can use it, ask for permission, and give them all credit for it. Now I think there is a big problem with this. They do not own the idea. Their idea isn't original enough to block people from doing whatever they want with it, and it doesn't meet the requirement for copyright, so there is nothing they can do or should do about it. The people who remake the plugin should be allowed to distribute it, use it however they want, and to not have to ask for permission about any of it. I think that they greatly overvalue the idea, which can be seen in Cyantist's response, where he mentions that the developer only gets 50% of what they earn, which is weird. They have probably talked about this arrangement and they are probably happy about it, but I think it's crazy that they value the idea as much as the coding of the plugin. Now you might be surprised seeing this. You might wonder, how are they doing anything not legal? Well, I will tell you. If you check the Minecraft End User License Agreement, or the EULA as it's known, you can see this part. This might be a bit hard to understand for some, but I will break it down for you. It is not okay to make money of things they own, which includes data packs and worlds. One thing I cut from the first video was that I was gonna say that selling a data pack is like selling a world download. But it turns out they actually do that. But back to the point. The Shards Life people are selling both data packs and Minecraft worlds, which are in breach of the Minecraft EULA, which is a legally binding contract, meaning that what they do isn't just morally flawed, but it's also illegal. I will do another quick summary like I did in the last video now. I still believe that what the Shards Life people are doing is wrong, and that if you bought their plugin, you have been scammed. My opinion of that has not changed. I hope that you have enjoyed the video, and I will end the video with a little animation I made to clarify the situation for those who still don't understand. Step, 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 step. Oh, I see you're selling lemonade. How much does a cup cost?
15 euros.
15 euros? That's crazy!
Hey, I need this body to support my Roblox Blocks Fruit private server. How dare you?
I just want lemonade! I have no obligation to support your Roblox private server!
Do you know how hard it is to come up with the idea of a lemonade stand?
It's a thing that everyone does. Just because you put your stand up here rather than anywhere else doesn't make it original.
Either buy this or get out.
Fine, I'll just go make my own lemonade.
No, you can only buy lemonade from me.
What?
It is my idea. I get the body.
Fine, I will buy a glass.
Good.
Step, step, step. I will give some of the lemonade to my friend to drink, since it's so expensive for him to buy his own, and I already have lemonade I can share with him.
No, he needs to buy his own. Why?
How dare you make him cry? You are horrible! What the fuck?